Hello YouTube, my name's Adam, welcome to the channel. Sunday morning, the 15th of March. I'm just doing a little commute to work, an update on the Suzuki Versys. Look at the state of these roads. This is where we did the tyre in the Audi, and they've still not done anything about repairing it. Look at the state. What size is that? You need the DR for these roads. And smoother roads off road. Terrible. The DR's looking in a bit of a sorry state as well. Went for MOT and then rode the bike back home the weekend after, once I'd had to move storage units at work, so I haven't got room for the free bikes that I had at the time. So this is looking a bit sorry for itself, because it's just sat there, not been cleaned, got a bit of salt on it, a bit of rust here and there. Oh, it's going to get a thorough clean this morning and put in its new little home, because the Versys has sold. So that's the update on the Suzuki Versys. It's sold. Guy came up from Kent as he promised in his van, and he was well pleased with it. And to be honest, I knew as soon as someone come and stood in front of it, it had some good offers. It did have some decent offers, but then you got silly offers as well. And then in the back of your mind you're thinking, ooh, have I overpriced it? I got a right bargain with that bike when I bought it. I bought that bike 3 years ago from a dealer's in Swindon called Budget Motorcycles. It was before I'd passed my test. It was around the late January, well it was late January, and I was down there doing a delivery. There was 3 of us down there. Dave, who's got the Vulcan, and Ray, who's coming to Isle of Man, who's now got the Diablo. So we're all down there, we're all parked on this industrial estate, and obviously we're all talking and we're looking, and this place weren't too far away, and it had the bike in. So anyway, I'd had a look at it and then spoke to him about it, and then rung him up in the week and said, look, I fancy the Versys. He had it on for £4 grand, and then it was going to be £120 delivery charge. Anyway, I ummed and ahed and sort of like left it for a bit. I thought I'll leave it a couple of weeks anyway when I got back onto him, because you know it's that time of year, innit? I mean, they already said that it had been reduced, like they all say, you know, for the winter sale and what have you. Can't possibly knock any more off. Anyway, I managed to get him down another 100 quid, so I paid £3.9 for it. I mean, the delivery charge, obviously that was on top, but you can't really add that. That wasn't the cost of the bike. The cost of the bike was 3,900, and then 120 quid in the hand to the delivery driver when he brought it up, and I got 3,200 for it. So that is a winner. I mean, 700 £700 for a year's loss on a bike. Yeah, I've spent a little bit of money on it, not too much. You know, service costs and all that is what you've got to spend on a bike, and you know, brake pads and this, that and the other. It's all consumable items anyway. The only real, I mean, it's source of chain and sprockets, and the only thing really is consumable items. New chain and sprocket set cost me maybe 150 quid, 160 quid, and then the real expense that I spent on it was those EVC front brake discs and the pads. And to be honest with you, that was my bad maintenance for the first, I think when the bike came, I'm pretty sure there was a bit of something with them front brakes anyway, but you know, I just put that down to my bad maintenance that caused slight warping of them front discs. But anyway, that's by the bike. Been a brilliant bike, like I've said on previous vlogs. I will miss it, because it's such a nice, comfortable bike. But you have to move on, don't you? Can't afford and haven't got the room to keep 3 bikes, so the Versys has gone. But yeah, he loved it anyway. He quick look round it, he was well pleased with it. He was, you know, marked a couple of times on how clean it was, how nice it looked. Loved the colour of it, said it looks better in the flesh. She does, pictures don't do that colour good. It's sort of like a grey colour, but then in certain lights it goes like a bronzy and you start to see the flake in it. But Kawasaki do really good paintwork. Got to admit that Kawasaki always seem to have, whichever colour you go for, it's always good paintwork. Them shower of thieving arseholes. And I don't say that lightly. I went there yesterday, took my car and ended up having a stand-up argument with him. £15 for a valet, for the super valet, number 5. Supposed to do inside and out of your car, back to black, dress your wheels, wash and hoover all your mats out, carpets, clean all your door cards, clean your windows. And he was trying to get 20 quid out of me. Please you pay a bit more, car's dirty. And I said, no, the car's dirty on the outside, yeah, I admit the car's dirty on the outside. It's winter, it's the weather, it's the crud and crap, but inside needs a bit of an hoover and, you know, and a bit of a polish. There's nothing. There's a couple of marks where you've been getting out, kids have been getting in and out, sort of like standing on the sills of the game, the plastic kickboard things, whatever you call them. Honestly, I must have been in that waiting room less than 10 minutes. Your car done for you, sir? Very clean, like brand new. It was disgusting. I give him the money, I got in, I'm waiting for him to come back with me if I ever change. When he come back, I said, it's not clean. You've done nothing but hoover it out. How dare you? What do you want? £100 worth of cleaning? I said, no, I want £15 worth of cleaning, like I paid you, like it says on your board. Anyway, he run round with a cloth. There you go, clean now. I said, you're a thieving. I'm not going to repeat what I said on air because there might be youngsters watching, but I will never go there again. I should have refused to go anywhere until I should have just refused to leave. But anyway, that's a separate issue. Only complaining on there because they haven't got a Google site or anywhere I can go on, the website that I can complain on. Anyway, yeah, getting back to the bikes. So the Versys is now gone. I was hoping to get out, so we'll do a bit of a walk round. It's not waiting Mr. Amazon Prime up. No wonder your deliveries don't get there in time, he's asleep. Let's do a walk round. She's looking in a sorry state, look at that. Everything's working though. That looks like I've been off-roading and I haven't. Them new brake pads are rusting at the back as well. The cheap eBay crap, but you're a bit stuck, the wheels. All that gold's starting to come off. But they're going to get refurbed. Well, I'm going to refurb them myself. But she's looking in a sorry state, ladies and gents. I'll give her a clean. Look, even around that front disc there's a bit of rust. I'll give her a clean and put some pictures on. Sounds nice though, doesn't it? Sounds really nice now with a better eBay baffle. Had to readjust. I put this on. I've had to cut away a bit there, which I'm not happy about, but I put this on to make this all a bit more sturdier. Still not brilliant. I need to put a bolt through there. So I put a bolt up through there, which will make it a bit more sturdier on the back. I've had to cut away, as you can see, so this could bolt on. I never had this with it. This little grab rail. But that was good positioning, because I fit that, and luckily the grab rail just fits behind it. Right, you can see number plate lights working. Show the watch them not work now. There we go. Indicator working. Indicator working. I need to put my new seat on as well. I've got a new seat cover. It's all crap. It's getting round to it, isn't it? But it's going to get done. I knew. We've all got to self-isolate. We might have loads of time on our hands. That's the next big worry, isn't it? I mean, you start to... My son this morning and my daughter both got coughs and bits of colds. You start to worry, don't you? Because you just don't know. But I mean, I've been sat at home with them all morning. and we've been checking the temperatures and stuff, and they've not got a temperature. Seem fine, they're not shortness of breath. Son still wants to run about, play football, fight with me every 5 minutes, so he's his usual self. Daughter's her usual, playing on her iPad self. But you just got to watch them, haven't you? Well, you know, you don't want to start panicking and ringing, you know, ringing doctors up and this, that and the other, because you've got to be a bit sensible about it, haven't you? If obviously you start to get really high temperatures or shortness of breath or anything like that, then you've got to get them over there. But you also don't want to put pressure on an already stretched to the limits system and doctors and NHS and what have you. But yeah, I mean, it's a worry, isn't it? When you look, we've had other things in the past and never, you know, it's never really come to having to sort of like self-isolate and cancel football, and could have gone then, Adam, could have gone. Cancel football games and, well, any sort of like public gatherings. I mean, you obviously selfishly look at how it affects yourself, don't you, when things like this are going on. We've got the Isle of Man booked for 4 days in May. I can't see the TT going on that. I think that's pretty much a certainty that the TT's not going to. We'll judge that off the Northwest 200 whether that goes ahead. I think at the moment it's still going ahead and so is the TT, but all depends on what changes. I don't think they've got any cases on the Isle of Man, but do they want people travelling on the motorbikes all the way across Europe? You know, they all come across from Europe on the bikes to get to the Isle of Man and come through Britain, obviously come through England. And then we've got family holiday booked for Zante, which I was using most of the money from the Versys to pay for, which I won't be paying anything yet. Got to pay it off in May, but I won't be paying anything until then. And it's ATO protected and one thing or another. I've been on to his website and they're saying don't panic, if you still want to book holidays with us, you can, you'll get a full refund, or we'll amend your holiday for free, which is fair enough, but still in the back of your mind you think, well, what if you go bust? Oh God, you just don't want to panic, do you? But like you say, you do think selfishly of how it affects yourself. Your mum's 70, going on 71, so you just, you know, you don't want your mum to get it, definitely not. And then there's the fact that they're going to talk about curfews and only going out to go to work and go for food shopping and essentials, emergencies, so that'll be no getting the bikes out on a Sunday and just going for a ride, will it? Won't be allowed to do that. Or will we? I don't know. Are we panicking over nothing? Or is this like, you know, worse or going to spread worse than anything else? Because why are they putting these measures in place? They're saying that the summer, the heat will not kill it off, but certainly die down. It'll die down. It's what's this delay tactics, trying to move it on, move like the inevitable on for a month or so. Anyway, that's the update on the Versys. The Versys is now sold. I'm gonna go and give the DR a wash, put her away in a new little lock-up. Gonna get some power into the lock-up today, or finish off getting some power into the lock-up so I can get the bikes on the Optimate. Go back down here again. Next week, next Saturday, me and Ray are going to Jennings for MOTs and tyres. Yes, another MOT, ladies and gentlemen. I could go down to Pottery's motorcycles at Stoke, where I got the Street Triple from. and get the MOT sorted there, but it's going round in circles now. Finish what I'm saying. But it's travelling all the way down there, and I don't know, I like to support local places, so we'll go to Jennings. We're both getting, Ray's getting his Diablo MOT'd, I'm getting the Street Triple MOT'd, and I'm getting some new rubber on it. I've decided I'm not putting up with them squared off tyres, even though there's plenty of tread on them. I'm going for the Road 5s, Michelin Pilot Road 5s. Well, they've dropped the Pilot on them, haven't they? But good tyre, a lot better wet weather grip, and well, state of it, what it's been like, we might need plenty of wet weather grip. So I'll put a vlog up on that when we set off over there on Saturday. Following Ray over on his Diablo, get MOTs, get the new rubber, and then hopefully we'll be getting into April and getting out on the Street Triple. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, leave a comment, ring the bell. All helps to promote the channel. Thanks again. See you all, ride, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.